Hey there YouTube, it's Cadiot, and welcome to episode 12 of my Minecraft Let's Play series. Now we're going to start things off quick today, and we're going to get straight into building another one of these warehouses. In fact, I want to finish the whole lower port area down here today. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, so we now have a complete, I wouldn't say copy because the blocks are differently placed, but pretty much the exact same building, rebuilt over here. It is nice and empty because I need to figure out what to do with it. I was thinking that I want to come over here and just kind of copy what I've done here with the shelving unit and, pull it and just slap one in here and then put stuff on it for storage because I'm getting sick of running back and forth to the storage unit way over there. And if I could at least get my wood over here, since I really chop all the wood from over here anyway already, it would probably be more convenient. Now, that being said, I wonder if I could just do wood beams laying on the floor as like some sort of wood storage. I might try that. I'm gonna give this a go real quick, and I'll be back in like half a second here for you. I think I get the point across here. I think I've gotten the point, what I'm trying to do here. It has the wood lying on the floor and these long wood logs here in the corner, and the shelves are covered in wood. I went with more of an L shape on this one just because I didn't want to directly copy what we had over in the other unit, and I think it works well. The ladder here is just so I can access everything up here, but I mean, if there is actual ladders, I'd like to have one that goes, somewhere on one of these shelves. It's just, the trapdoors make it impossible to place other trapdoors to put ladders in the back of, which is why this is the solution. So, additionally, with kind of like all the wood, I wanted to make sure it's all staggered so it doesn't look like some solid clump, because for whatever reason it always blends super messily and it just looks weird whenever you have it like cut off like this. Like that, it just doesn't look right. But this is fine. I don't know. Anyway, what I'm going to turn my attention to now is I'm going to build out the dock portion here a bit farther this way, and then I'm going to get to something special right here. Okay, so I was just swimming around because I'm trying to get some ink for the next little bit of a project, and I found this really tiny squid. I didn't know these existed. Have there always been baby squids in the game, or is this just like some Easter egg? Dropped nothing. Great. So I might have just killed a tiny Easter egg. I don't know how rare that is, but I needed the black dye, so it's worth it, right? So I got the dock finished, and you're probably wondering now, what was that black ink from the last clip for? Well, you see, I want to build a steamboat somewhere right along here, and I need some black ink for some black metal beams, black paint, because we don't really have a black wood or anything, and so I figure black concrete powder is probably the best I can do for that. So here I now have a template of what I want this steamboat to kind of fit into where I want it to go. So I was looking at quite a couple different steamboats. The main one I was looking at was the riverfront riverboats in St. Louis. They are a steamboat I've been on before, actually, and so I figured I might as well go off of something that I've been on once in my life, because then I kind of have more of an idea of what I'm going for. So with that, they kind of have this more rounded front. It's not really a sharp water piercer, so to say, like most boats would be, where they have like the big fin that just juts out in the front. Every picture I see makes it look more like how I don't know what well, if we're calling this the 90 degree from here, it's 30 degrees off in this direction. So open to 120 degrees from this line is what I would say is kind of how they look. So it's just more of a gradual shallow front than a long drawn out one. I chose this width because this width just looks proportionately correct, and these wheels here on the back are going to be way oversized because I don't think they are anywhere near this big on any riverboat. In fact, I'm pretty sure this whole riverboat is probably massively oversized just because of how the blocking scale in the game works. So I'm going to start putting this together, but I'm going to probably not do a time lapse for this. It's probably going to be a series of just clips, me coming in and talking, because this is highly experimental, and I don't think I can achieve time lapsing this all in one go. It's going to be a lot of place and destroy. Let's get into it. You know, it looks close enough to a paddle wheel, so I think I'm going to call that good on the actual paddle wheel. I wish I had more blocks to play with, because only having slabs and not even having vertical slabs, like having slabs and just trapdoors is the only options for paddle material. It kind of sucks. Like, the game really needs more different blocks and different orientations of already existing blocks. Like, I need to be able to turn this fence gate to the side. Or not to the side. Well, yeah, no, to the side, actually, to make a paddle. Or turn these fence walls to the side to make a rod. It'd be great. But they won't ever do that. So I think now I'm gonna make some more progress, and maybe I'll even time-lapse this next bit. Status update. I feel a lot better about the build now that I've got kind of a first floor and then a start of a second deck on it. It feels a lot more like a boat now and not just a giant floating platform. I've continued the trend of having kind of the white walls, as you'll see with a lot of these old steamboat ferries. They're all painted white, and so, wanting to do it right, I've decided to indeed go with the white paint coloring. With that, I've brought in smooth quartz and pale wood, and then I'm not too sure how I feel about the bone and the calcite, but I think they kind of work with making it look like the paint isn't all even and scuffed. So I think we're gonna stick with this, like, kind of going forward up probably another 1 or 2 levels. So we'll have a whole another deck up here, and then probably another one above that. I mean, just going out here and looking at it from more of a distance, I think I've gotten the proportions right. I don't think I'm going to have to extend it farther forward. So I think we're just going to continue and do a time lapse again and knock out another level. Now, I don't know about you, but to me, that sure looks like a steamboat. And I fell down. That sure looks like a steamboat, as I was saying before I walked backwards off and out of the sightline. Yes, it is a steamboat. It is indeed a steamboat. It indeed does steamboat things. Never, because it can't move. So it is a stationary steamboat that I apparently can't get into the door. It is hollow inside, because I have not done an interior. It's hollow like my soul inside. Hollow like me. And yeah, it has smokestacks. I really wish we had more things we could put on smokestacks to make them look like steamboat smokestacks, where they've got like the fins. So I just kind of settled for this go big block on the top thing. And there's no reason for it to be smoking right now because it isn't moving. So going over some design choices here, I decided to have the first level be the tallest level because it allows it so that, like, proportionally as you go up, it just kind of shrinks. It looks smaller and it just looks more realistic. Now, this is definitely way too tall. Like, this thing just looks way too tall to probably ever actually work. But I think it's fine because it doesn't have to work and it's supposed to be kind of cartoony. But yeah, I like it, and I honestly think it looks somewhat better in shaders. I mean, we can show that. I mean, it's very time dependent, but I believe it makes it so that the bricks don't really stand out as much, and it makes it kind of, I don't know, it kind of makes it cleaner. It kind of blends all of the mixing of the smooth quartz and the bone and then the pale wood. It kind of makes it all mesh a lot better. It makes it look more like a stain in the wood or a imperfection than not. Yeah, let's go with that explanation. Now, there is one more thing I can't really get off my mind about this ship, and that's that from some angles, it just kind of reminds me of a wedding cake. I don't know why, but it just does. It feels like it should be a cake. I think it has to do with how the fences kind of bob up and down like icing. It kind of makes it look like beaded icing, but Yeah, it's interesting. Well, that topic of discussion done, let's get to filling out the last little bit of this dock down here so that we can have a finished product for today. And now we're docked up. We've got dock barrels, dock wood pile, more dock stuff, things on dock, dock post. It's a post with a lamp on it on the dock. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, I think now that I've added some things on the dock, it actually brings more into scale how big this thing actually is. Which I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I think it makes it look better versus just having a barren wasteland in front of it. I hear water. You don't hear it because it's not coming through the audio capture, but there is like flowing water right here, and I'm just hearing it. And that's annoying. Okay. Shaders. Yeah, shaders. So, with the shaders now toggled, we can see kind of more of that cake thing I'm talking about earlier, where it's got like kind of the bead. It looks like a cake. I don't know why I managed to make it look like a cake, or why I haven't done anything to make it not look like a cake, but I accidentally made it kind of look like a cake, and I'm now going to have to live with that, unfortunately. Ooh. Actually, this stone is kind of reflective. I really like that now. I think because like this stone would be wet with it being right here by the water. That's interesting. Okay, stop getting distracted. Yes, it is a boat. If we go into third person camera, it is still a boat from many other angles. But yeah, it's great. I like it. I hope you like it. If you like it, subscribe. I think it works. I think it is definitely one of the boats of all time. One of the steamboats of all time. I've already gone over what I did with the steamboat. Hi there, me. Okay, you know what? We're gonna wrap. This has probably been one of the shorter episodes. I don't know. I haven't edited it yet. It could be 14 minutes for all I know. It could be 10 minutes. I don't know. I think it's been short because I don't think I've recorded much like footage. It could be longer than I think it is, though. Yes. Anyway, I've been Caddy. Thank you all for watching. This has been episode 12 of my Minecraft Survival Let's Play. I don't even know anymore. I stopped counting at like 2. And I want to thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.